Welcome to The Landing, Taylorville's premier venue for weddings, reunions, showers, parties, and anything in between. Located just 4 miles southeast of Taylorville, The Landing is a quaint and charming barn venue with a very chic and rustic style. Nestled among picturesque scenery and brimming with stunning details, The Landing is the perfect place to make your next memory.
Your Taylorville Tornadoes traveled to Mount Zion to face off against their rival, the Braves. This play, Evan Champley tries to start the lawnmower to take the ball away from the Brave quarterback, and Justin Wright gets in the backfield to end the kid's life. I'm surprised that the Brave quarterback still wanted to throw after this huge hit, but he does, and here he connects with his wide receiver for the score. The PAT would be blocked as the Braves would go up 6-0. The tornado drive would be stifled, but the punt from Devin Nichols would be downed by Justin Wright at the Brave 11. Mount Zion would go back on the attack through the air. Jordan Moats would get a huge hit. Jacob Fesser knocks the quarterback down as he doesn't complete this pass. Then I thought this was a run, but it's actually a pass, and Jack Kettlecamp doesn't get fooled. We would flip field for the second quarter. Will Kettlecamp, Jack's brother, would get this tipped pass for the interception. The Tornado offense gets a chance to take back over as Brandon Odam finds Justin Wright to flip ends of the field. And Brandon's not afraid of contact himself either. Odam connects with Wright on the slant for the score. Trey Kreit's PAT would be no good to tie the game at 6. The dark side continued to have another great game as a swarm of tornadoes end that play, and Evan Champley tries to start the lawnmower again as turnovers were on the mind of the defense. The Braves must have been thinking it as well as Brandon Odam's pass is picked off. It really doesn't matter when you have a defense like the dark side, as they make not 1, not 2, but 3 stops in the red zone before halftime to keep the Braves from scoring.
At the beginning, we were pretty silent and kind of not really doing much, just sitting around. And near the end of halftime, when we were about to go out, it got really intense. We all huddled up and regrouped and everything. We went out and executed.
Typically at halftime, we kind of meet as a staff real quick and go over some changes, and the coaches go over there. And it's usually a lot of me getting on my quarterback as much as possible. I think he said he had his first varsity compliment in the second half this game, so I told him, it might be his last too if he didn't keep, keep playing well.
Hate to break it to you, Coach, but you might have to give him some more compliments, as here he hands off to Champley and then throws to Champley. Champley takes 6 Brave defenders before he goes down, and then Odam turns a broken play into an amazing play as he finds Wright in the end zone for the touchdown. Odam continues his hot streak, finding Jagger Moore on the slant. Then Odam hands off to Champley, and Champley does the rest of the hard work, going 43 for the score. More tornado defense as Kyle Woods knocks the quarterback's block off. Evan Champley starts the lawnmower yet again, and a huge stop on 4th and 2 that stifled the Braves' drive. With the final play before the 4th quarter, Odam shows his fancy footwork getting it done. Also, finding Jagger Moore once again through the air. Jagger takes it across the 50. That drive would end up scoring on a Justin Wright receiving touchdown. On the ensuing kickoff, the Braves would get good field position, but nothing comes of it as Kettlecamp gets the huge sack and the fumble. Wait, never mind. They ruled him down. I do believe the old saying is ball never lies. Caleb Rothmeyer picks the pass and takes it to the 48. And then gets the final exclamation point on the windmill. Odam hands it to Champley, who channels his inner Marshawn Lynch to get this score and the final score, 34-6.
I think the biggest part that we kind of challenged the kids with was we want them to be more physical than they were last week, and that was kind of the identity 2 weeks ago we kind of took on, in terms of kind of flying around and really putting the screws on people. And last week we kind of lost a little bit of that. We thought as a coaching staff, even though we kind of held our opponent to a low point total, we were not really happy with how we were inserting in some plays. And tonight it was pretty evident they responded to that, because they were definitely flying around, smacking them, even when they were trying to get the ball off the perimeter and stuff like that. We were getting there, putting good ones on them. So, we're going to make people sustain that if they're willing to, let their guys get that. So
now you got Bethalto at Bethalto. You kind of know what they're going to bring at you.
Yeah, I mean, size, number one. They've always got thick kids. They got a couple guys that have started for 3 years, and those guys are very hard to coach against because nothing's going to surprise them. And probably the biggest thing is, I don't know if they won tonight, but they're not playoff bound, and they're going to try to wreck our season, or wreck our playoff seed on their senior night. So that's the biggest thing. Our kids have got to be ready to answer the bell.